y'all, welcome to What's Up Kansas City, and thank you for joining me, the Karis Harrington Show. We are here today with Paul Mussan. Thank you for coming on with us.
Thank you for having me.
I am just really excited today. I want you all to really pay attention. This interview is going to showcase for you his upcoming project, which is due to drop when?
October 21st.
October 21st. Yeah. All right, awesome. I want to kind of go back a little bit. I did a little bit of research and know a little bit about you, but just go ahead and tell our viewers kind of, where you're from and how you started and kind of what brought you to where we are today.
Yeah, well, originally I'm from California, Pasadena, and we moved out here, my mom and everything. So, I've always did music, always. It's been like something that just drove me to music. You know what I'm saying? Right. I could pretty much say whatever I want to say if I write it down. Right. You know, I communicate better like that. So, that's pretty much what it was. And then 2002, dropped my first album. I was on Bomb Records, and after that, I said, I'm gonna get the money. I gotta get my own label. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That's where I'm at now.
That's a good point, I think, for us to start. So 2002, first album. Tell me a little bit about what you see as the difference between that project and the one that's dropping here on the 21st. We're gonna talk about it in a minute.
Oh, that one I was young. I was young. I was the type of person I would just go out and do stuff so I could rap about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I was. That's getting it.
Yeah. I mean, it was what it was, because I always felt like you got to be real with your audience. If people are paying their money to hear you, or people taking their time to give you a listen, you gotta give them the real. You can't lie to them. You know what I mean? So now it's more. I'm older, so I could give more game. I could holler at the people that's going through what I've been through and give you my struggle.
So let me go. I saw an interview that you did. I saw you speak about what you see in terms of like what you're trying to give to youngsters out there. I think I'm gonna quote you directly. Talk about that a little bit. Like what do you want to say to somebody who's 18, 19, 20? They're coming in now. They're coming in. They're really wanting to get into music. They really feel that rap is where they need to be. What would you tell them?
Be themselves at all times. Like, what you're doing is not it's not what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So instead of me trying to identify with what your struggle is, I'm going to give you my struggle, because believe it or not, like, have you ever watched something and then like a comedian to say something and you'd be like, dang, I be thinking like that. Like, I thought I was weird for thinking like that. Well, it's a million people that think the same way that you think. So those are your fans, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you reach them. You just be real at all times. Like, street stuff is not for the music. Street stuff is not for the music.
Say it one more time.
Street business is not music business.
There you go.
Period. So all that, your issues with these folks and all this, man, leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I would tell them if, that would be my advice. Because I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? Unless I'm involved, then, okay, well, you sell records to your neighborhood.
Right.
And that's it. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's excellent advice. Kind of looking forward a little bit. So we know that you have this project that's coming out. Mm-hmm. How difficult is it? I mean, Kansas City is a moderately sized, community. We tend to be relatively supportive of our own. But how hard is it to really get out there, to be accepted, and to really find the kind of, genuine following that you would expect to find?
Get on the road.
Okay.
I mean, it's not hard. Kansas City is, I love Kansas City, but all at the same time, it's a lot of people are bandwagoning here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You got to go somewhere else. Get popping there, and then it's all going to come to the middle. Just like we get everything comes to the middle. So, I figure if I go here, hit everywhere around, I'm going to hit home, but I'm going to go everywhere around. And then when it start to come in, then they're going to be like, oh, man, it's great. Yeah, I know it's great. I've been trying to tell y'all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes the other perspective.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I want to switch gears just a little bit, and I'm gonna read a quote, something that I heard you say. I want you to speak to it. Yeah. We're just gonna touch on it a little bit. This is a direct quote from you. Why would I spend my money with a designer who doesn't care about my sale or what I had to do to get the money? I'd rather support, and I'm gonna let you finish that quote.
I'd rather support, I forgot what I said. I did that the other day, too.
Okay. I'd rather support the town.
Yeah, the town.
Tell me about that, because I read it, I saw it, and I wrote the quote down, and I really had to internalize it and think about what that meant. That's powerful right there.
Yeah.
It's powerful because that's typically not what we do as Black people, and it's typically not what we do as a community, because we're so heavily aligned with our status and what we wear and what we drive, and whether or not that's really true to us is a question that I've always struggled with. So talk about it just a little bit.
Well, what I was talking about in that quote was basically my homeboy Dante Slusher. He got his own clothing company. It's called Round Top Clothing Company, which is what I'm wearing right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's almost kind of like you could put that with the music. You could put that with Black businesses. Period.
Right.
Like I'm gonna go here to see if they got this before I go to Walmart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Walmart don't care about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't go to Walmart and say, look, man, please, until Friday, But I could probably go up to the corner store where I built that report and they'd be like, man, I know you good for it or whatever. Not that you asking for something for free, but just you building. You know what I'm saying? They already built. You know what I'm saying? Gucci, they already built. Polo, he's already built. This ain't built. We making this come up, you know what I'm saying? Just same as if I try to sell you a CD, no, just say you went and burnt my CD.
Right.
I'm gonna feel more about that than Jay-Z would.
Right.
Jay-Z got his already off the top. Y'all just do what you want to do with it. But me, I need that penny, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, that's just how I feel, just support the town and, everything else will happen, you know what I mean?
And that's powerful, Kansas City. Supporting each other is the way that we show progress. It's the way that we become successful.
Yeah.
So I want to take it up a little bit and talk about the project. Again, I want to remind everybody the drop date is October 21st. It's going to be online and in stores, ready for you. Talk about it. A Different World.
Man, A Different World. A Different World started out as an album. I just basically wanted to, just kind of give game, like I was saying. You know what I mean? I really don't want to get into too much ignorance on it, because I can give you ignorance too. So you know what I'm saying? Everybody like a little ignorance. Right. So but A Different World is basically, I got an 11-year-old daughter. I got homeboys that got kids. You know what I'm saying? My little bro, he got kids. Like, she's old enough to actually listen to my CD. She's 11, so it's kind of like, what am I gonna feed her? I gotta give her something to say. You know what? My daddy was keeping it 100. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then on top of that, real rap, real MC, and that's coming back. It ain't. It's not really, I'm getting this and I got money or I'm selling this. Sometimes you just gotta give a person your heart.
Right.
You look at the biggest artists in the world. They gave you their heart. Tupac gave you his heart. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what I was on with it. And after a while, after I got my single together, I was like, you know what? I need to drop something now. So I was like, okay, instead of giving you a whole album with 15 tracks, I'm going to give you something that you just can't skip. So I gave you a 7-track EP, and it's called A Different World. And, it just touches on a lot of different stuff. Raising your kids, street life, just like a lot of these young cats out here. We having a lot of crime because these little cats ain't got OGs.
Right.
They don't have the big homies in the hood to, to school them and pull them to the side and be like, man, that ain't how you handle that. You know what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to touch on a little bit of everything.
And it's definitely a mature project.
Mm-hmm.
It's not sanitized by any sense, but it's authentic, and I think that's what sets you apart.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. So I want you to talk a little bit about what you think sets you apart as an artist, and maybe touch a little bit on the difference between a rapper and an MC.
I think what sets me apart is I'm just being me. I can't, I could have came in here in front of the camera and been like, oh, I got an image, like, let me,
Right.
that ain't me. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? So that's what sets me apart from other people. I know this. I see y'all out here. Y'all not being yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm me. That's why I'm Mussan. You feel me? So
I got you.
Yeah. But
I want to talk a little bit about, and we're going to wrap up after this, what can we expect to see from you? What's coming up? Just kind of let us know what's on the horizon. Again, I want to mention the drop date as we do that, October 21st, A Different World. Go ahead and tell us what we can look forward to.
A Different World. I got a mixtape also that I'm going to promote the album with. It's called Bad News. It's actually Bad News Volume 3. Just Final Track, man. Final Track Records. Like, we out here pushing. We going to put in this work, and hopefully y'all embrace it. I got another artist off the label, Willie Moore. So I talk about my little bro. He got his project he's working right now, so, you know, that's what you can expect.
Wonderful. I want to thank you again for joining us. Kansas City, this is Paul Mussan. Make sure that you check it out. A Different World, October 21st, in stores and online. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
And please be sure to log into whatsupkansascity.net. I'm your host, Karis Harrington. Have a good day.
Bam.